In this tutorial, I will teach you the steps for multiplying using the compact method of multiplication. We'll multiply a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number, and we'll multiply a 2-digit number by a 2-digit number. Let's start first with multiplying a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number. In this case, I'm going to multiply 724 times 6. The steps involved in this are very simple. You're going to first multiply the number in the ones place value, in this case the 4, times the 6. Next you'll multiply the digit in the twos place value, or I'm sorry, the digit in the tens place value, in this case to 2, by the 6. And then lastly you'll multiply the number in the hundreds place value, in this case the 7, times the 6. There are some regrouping steps that we need to keep in mind. So let's get started. 4 times 6 is 24. Instead of writing 24 right below here, I'm going to write the 4 in the ones place, and the 2 that goes in the tens place from 24, I'm going to write it up above this number in the tens place. I need to regroup and put it up there because I'm not finished with the problem yet. Next, I'm going to multiply the 2 in the tens place times the 6, which will be 12, and I'm going to add on these two tens from the previous part of the problem. So 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 more is 14. Now, really that 14 stands for 14 tens, or 140. So I'm going to put that 4 below here, and I'm going to regroup that 1 and add it to the hundreds column. My last step involves multiplying the 7 in the hundreds times the 6, which 700 times 6 is 420, plus another 100 would be 430. So I can go ahead and write that down here. 443 hundreds is the same as 4,300, so I'm going to write the 3 in the hundreds place and the 4 in the thousands place. The last step, I need to count 3 place values over and place my comma. So the product for this question is 4,344. Next, let's look at a 2 by 2 multiplication problem. In this problem, you're going to multiply 4 different times. First, you're going to multiply the number in the ones column by the other number in the ones column. Then you'll multiply the number in the tens column by the number in the ones column. Then you will complete 2 more multiplication problems. You'll multiply the number in the ones column by the number in the tens over here. And lastly, you'll multiply the number in the tens place value times the number in the tens place value here. We'll add those two products together to get we'll add those two separate products together to get our total product. So starting with the 5, let's multiply everything on the top number by 5. 4 times 5 is 20. And so I'm going to write the 0 here, and instead of writing the 2 underneath here, I'm going to carry it up and place it above the 8 in the tens column. Now I'm going to multiply this 8, or 8 tens, times 5. 8 times 5 would be 40, or in this case, 40 tens, plus 2 more is 42 tens. I can write that down here. Now I'm done with my 5, and if it helps you, go ahead and cross that 5 out so you don't multiply any numbers by it anymore. Now I'm going to multiply the 4 times the 2 in the tens place value. Since this 2 is in the tens place value, I know that 2 tens times 4 is going to give me an answer that starts in the tens column. So to help you, you might want to put an X here or put a 0. Either way, you know that since this is in the tens place value and you're multiplying a number in the tens times a number in the ones, your answer is going to at least be in the tens column. 2 tens times 4 is 8 tens. We can write 8 tens or 80 by putting an 8 here and leaving this spot blank. If you want, you could also put a 0 there instead, but you don't have to. The last step is to multiply the number in the tens column, the 8, by the number in the tens column down here, the 2. 8 tens times 2 tens is 16 tens. Another way to say 16 tens is 1,600. We can do that, show that by writing the 6 there and the 1,000 there. So 1,680. Last final step is to find the sum of those two separate products by going ahead and adding the numbers in each column. 0 plus nothing is 0. 2 plus 8 is 10. I'm going to write a 0, and I'm going to regroup by putting that 1 in the hundreds column. We have 6 plus 4 plus another 1, that is 11. I'm going to regroup there, and then 1 and 1 is 2. Lastly, I'm going to count over 3 place values and place my comma. And the final product is 2,100. And that in a nutshell is how you multiply using the compact method.